And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo, trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
By Aaron Donald.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. First and goal from the 3. They try and run forward here with Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman.
Number 26.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the tackle.
A look at the numbers for Coleman in last week's game. 12 carries, 87 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and down the field.
11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll go toss right with Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
And this is...
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Henderson, the ball carrier.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Complete to Tyler Higbee.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the 1st, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The Niner offense coming back out there. Tevin Coleman leading the way. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman.
Number 20.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brought down by Taylor Brown. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
39-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
43-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover it.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Garoppolo again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. That's taken in by Henderson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And there's another sack by Aaron Donald. No surprise to anyone. The 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He could have easily been the 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a true answer for him. And one of the best parts about his game, the way he uses his hands. And he credits his high school coach for teaching him that hand placement early in his career.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. On the return comes Webster. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Rams take over first and 10. At their own 26.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing on third. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, Brown. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
10 at their own 15.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 31-yard line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is born. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get rush coming, and he's taken down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. The Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun. Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought down at the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Goff's throw into the hands of Henderson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Here's a give to Brown. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors. Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime. Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all. Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish. You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here. And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game. See if they can do just that. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Garoppolo to throw. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their home.
And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right?